first 9th edition game, and I think every edition, I think I've started out with a close combat army to try it out. So I don't know, but so this is what I'm hoping that close combat like it's good, but we'll see. So this is basically 2 patrols, and this one here is the whole army's Khorne themed. So this is basically a Khorne patrol, and what I have here, which sorry I haven't have everything painted, but I have a Bloodthirster that's going to be the Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster, and then I'm going to upgrade him with this little chart thing to basically do where you can only lose up to 8 wounds in a turn or a phase. And then he's gonna be my warlord. He's gonna have the feel no pain warlord, and then if he makes a feel no pain, he then can reroll like attacks and wounds and such. And then we're gonna give him this axe, which is this one, which basically if he dies on a 4-up, he can come back to life. So, and then I'm gonna have this dude, which is the Skull Reaver dude that we've all know and love. So he's my Demon Prince. I have 20 guys with the banner and the thing. Gonna upgrade it to the Banner of Blood and the instrument, all that type of stuff. Then I have 10 dudes with the banner and the instrument. Then over here, this is the Khorne, like basically World Eaters, Chaos Space Marine army. And so I have 10 Berserkers. The leader has a power fist, and I think I have a plasma pistol on there. And they have the icon. They're going in a rhino. This is very similar, except he has lightning claws. And then we're trying it out. Could this be the thing that a Land Raider? Gotta try out a Land Raider, right, too. So it obviously has the sponsons and everything. And then I have a Demon Prince with just 2 Talons. And then I have 2 Helldrakes with the Bale Flamers. So, and the Land Raider is basically loaded out with a Combi Flamer, Havoc Launcher, all that type of stuff. So, and I think that's about it. What you got? All right, go for it.
Okay, so I got, yeah, I brought some stuff that I wanted to play last edition too.
All right, yeah, because you might as well try it out, right?
It'll be so good, including my Warlord and Terminator armor.
Nice.
With the Thunderhammer shield combo. He's with a unit of 5 dudes. I gave him the reroll failed Imperial Sword or whatever. Reroll failed charges. He gets an additional attack and a +1 strength on the charge and heroic intervention, I believe. And I also gave him the methodical whatever on a 6. He gets an additional attack.
Okay. Sucks. Yeah. That way.
And then good old Flamer Land Raider.
Redeemer. Okay, yeah, cool.
12-inch range on those Flamers. So
yeah, that's good.
Pretty fucking good Overwatch. Definitely gonna save some command points for Overwatch. Iron Father Pharaohs. He is just a character.
Yeah.
I made my Ironclad character as well.
Okay.
He's got the chain fist and the Hurricane Bolter and 2 Hunter Killers.
Okay.
I gave him the 5-up Feel No Pain. And these dudes are just intercessors. I didn't do anything special with them. 5 scouts with sniper rifles. 2 5-man units attack marines, which I haven't done for fucking 6 months or something.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that with my Dark Angels too. So
because I'm gonna put them in the transports.
Yeah. Drive them.
Try to get them on an objective, right? Last cannon, heavy bolter on that one.
Cool.
This thing I think is gonna make a big comeback.
These were pretty decent too,
well, they
but
got
now
nerfed in that.
Oh right, because now they don't suffer the hit.
They don't have a -1 to hit, and they have strafing runs, so they're gonna be hitting
on 2
ground targets on a 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Turn 1, they're gonna re-roll ones, and so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then it can go off the board.
Yeah.
Too, so.
Yeah, that's cool. We'll see how that kind of works.
Of course, you never go without the cannon here, and then Contemptor, which I always like, 5-up in full.
Yeah, nice. Cool. All right, so here's a little bit about the setup and kind of the board place. We're playing priority target, so you kind of see the deployment zones. So over here, the Iron Hands are over in this area, kind of deployed out. He had moved one of the objectives, this one, over. And then over here, this is kind of where I deployed. I ended up moving the objective here to kind of basically underneath him, and then deployed some stuff there. I have those guys all on reserve, and command point wise, I have 5 command points left after spending everything and the 2 patrols and all that. And he has 8 command points, and then there's also a couple other, I think, like relics or abilities that he had that we didn't go over, but it's whatever, it's a fun game. And then secondaries that we ended up taking. So I took Line Breaker and Deploy Scramblers, and then I'm taking the mission objective, and then he's taking Engage on all fronts, Grinding Advance, and Bring it down. So. Okay, recap of turn 1. So the Iron Hands got the first turn, and which was unfortunate. And basically it moved up over here, kind of moved up so they could see out of the obscuring building, and then moved up over there. So that got them 2 points for engage on all fronts. So they had that there. And then over here, they proceeded to shoot down both of the Hell Drakes. So that got them a total of 6 points. It was 3 for each of those. And then some snipers did a wound on that Demon Prince. They did 4 wounds on that guy. They did, 9 wounds on the Land Raider. And that's it. So now we're gonna go to my turn 1. So just a recap of my turn. So wasn't quite sure what exactly to do, but what I did was try to kind of hold on this objective a little bit. Had those guys, I got them out to do the Deploy Scramblers for out over there. He ended up jumping out and assaulted that. I forgot, I keep forgetting my command points and kind of what to use them on and stuff, so I should have re-rolled it to wound on it, because he lived with 1 health. It's because of that stupid Feel No Pain, the Iron Hands thing. And then over here, he jumped out and basically charged the Ironclad and killed that, and then got into combat with that. And then the Land Raider did shoot. We ended up blowing up the Razorback that was here. Lost a couple guys there. We shot some at them. They lost 2 guys, but no real morale checks. So overall, his first turn, he ended up scoring 6 points, 8. 6 for Bring It Down, and then 2 for Engage on all fronts. I started my deploy, so I didn't get anything, but I did my deployment zone, and then I did get the mission, which I'm holding the primary objective, which is right here, and that's it. So I forgot to take footage for turn 2 for the Iron Hands, but the basic points were he was trying to kill the thirster, and so I was using warp surge on his shooting phase, and then I actually used it in the combat phase for him too. And so in the shooting phase he went from 12 to 9 wounds, and then the combat he could only lose 8, so he went from 9 to 1, so still lived. And then the demon prince was basically shot off the table, of course. So okay.
Each other on turn 2.
So this is a recap here. So what I did is I dropped in units here. I got that out of the Land Raider to charge. I moved that up. Those guys ran over there, and then they did the deploy scramblers thing. So that gives me the middle section, which was actually kind of rough. We were thinking about that because you have to be 6 inches away from either deployment edge. These guys dropped back over here 20 inches. I declared charges against 3 units because they roll 3d6 plus 1 to charge. I got them all barely. I think I had to re-roll.
No, you got a 9.
Yeah, so yeah, I got them all. And then didn't really do a lot of damage. Those guys made their feel no pains, but just kind of basically hung them up. Because now the defender gets to choose first, so he basically killed him. He came back to life with 2 wounds, but was out of combat. And then didn't really do much over here. Didn't have any command points to really have anything left. I spent a lot of them last turn on trying to do the warp surge to like keep him alive and the other demon prince alive. So I did a little bit of wounds there. And that's it. I did get line breakers. So I got 4 points for that. I got the mission objective for holding that, so I got another 3 points, and that's it. So we're going turn 3. Okay, so end of turn 3 for the Iron Hands, and it was a good one. So they killed a total of 4 units. So basically, they there's units out of there, got out of that. And then the Thunderfire, so the question we had was the Tech Marine was in combat, but he fell back. The gun was never in combat because they're separate units. So we thought that the Tech Marine could still man the gun. So we're not quite sure on that one. But anyway, so he shot. He basically had killed off, I think...
he shot twice.
Yeah, he shot twice. So killed off the 10-man unit that was here. Through combined fire, I think, from over there and a bunch of stuff here, killed off the rest of those guys. The new coherency rule is really hard and interesting when you have bigger units. So, and then that shot while in combat and basically flamed all the berserkers and killed all them. These guys are, there was still a couple models left here, and so they made a charge out over here. This came in from strategic reserve. So the other question we had is, it says that they can be anywhere 9 inches away. So we're assuming that the strategic reserve rule where they can't be 6 inches from the back edge, it doesn't apply. But we're still not quite sure there. But it killed the Land Raider here. So that's kind of where we're at. And so ended up killing 4 units. He got engaged on all fronts again. He's almost maxed on the, bring it down too. So, but only got 5 points for the primary last turn. So, okay, so this is real quick for my turn. I kind of still wanted to hold an objective as whether or not I killed that. It only has 1 wound left, but I tried to shoot at it, hit it, but then didn't wound it. Those guys tried to make a run because I want to try to do deploy scramblers again to get over into that deployment. But with their run, they rolled a 2. They couldn't get all the way in there. And I believe you have to be all in, like completely wholly within. And then that just stayed in there. So that's it. That's the turn, man. All right. Yep. Okay, so quick turn. So basically, moved up over here, shot at the Demon Prince, did all but 4 wounds to him. These guys ended up making their charge over there and ended up killing them off. They shot a little bit at those guys. 1 guy died, and then tried to kill that in combat, didn't. And then basically just kind of controlling the board. For primary, he did get 15 because he was controlling more objectives and everything. So That's it. So my turn, really the only kind of thing that I had to do was to try to deploy scramblers again over there. So, and actually I could fall back with the rhino. I'll fall back with the, yeah, out of combat. So I'll fall back. I don't know if I'll be able to get there, but go over there to deploy the scrambler. So that would give me max there. The rhino moves probably 6 inches on one or something. And I can't thing, so I don't think I'll actually be able to get that. But that will be about it. We'll total it up. I think we're just going to call it here at the end of turn 4. So just as a follow-up kind of score, so basically it would have been, we just played out a little bit, but he would have maxed his primary because he's all painted, you know, with that. And then he maxed out, bring it down. Grind them down, right? Is that one? Yeah. So he would have got 3 there. Engage in all fronts, he would have got 2, 2, and then 3, because at the end he would have been able to have all 4 quarters. And so that would have been 78 plus 10 for painted 88. And then I basically would have been 51. So on there. So a win for the stinking Iron Hands. Oh, no.